Hello, welcome everyone to this week's video. Back to the channel for a little different. Been inspired just to add in a few more things since we're all on this art journey. And I thought just to add in some more creative things maybe to help you guys in your journey as well. So I'm not sure what I'll call this series. It will hopefully come to me, Lord bless, but for today it's going to be adding on to your toolkit as artists or designers, whatever field you're in, just add on to your toolkit. So on that note, I thought just to go over a few things that I've been adding in slowly over the years. I'm probably just going to, again, like I mentioned, continue this series to as well help you guys add in, more things, learn more things, add in things, so you can better express your ideas as artists, designers, whatever field you are led to. So, yes, the first one is the sketchbook. So, having a sketchbook, keeping a sketchbook. For me, the watercolor sketchbooks and the drawing sketchbooks have been really handy. And going over that note, something I wanted to share with you guys is just the opportunities for, expression, creative expression. So when you're in a sketchbook, of course you adjust and learn it, test your materials, see what works best for you in the sketchbook. For me, this sketchbook, it was a watercolor sketchbook that I had saw online, so I wanted to give it a try just to hopefully help, elevate and get a little better with watercolor. So as you can see, some studies in it. Pikachu, I thought to do like a sequence. I've been going over and looking over anime, some of the older Pokemon shows, and looking at sequences in the anime and as well in manga, comic books, those still images and how you lead the viewer. So this was an exercise in that. So I started with the eye, I believe. Well, trying to design the whole page, I started with the eye, went to separate these two sequences, or these two scenes, with the Pikachu that's kind of, jumping, or he's getting ready for an attack, and then you can see him charging up for an attack, and then now releasing all the energy he's stored up. And the second thing is, designing the page, designing fonts. So trying to get, inspired by manga, comic book illustrations, anime, to compose and illustrate this sequence. So another tool you can use, again going back into the sketchbook, is being more expressive with your line work, line quality. I think this was as where is this? Okay, here we are. Sorry about that. So being a little more expressive with your illustrations. Again, I'm trying to get back into being more free, more expressive, and just changing up my art, or the art that I'm doing now, and trying to change it up to something, again, that is, I guess, more free, I would say. So that's, again, another tool. Try and be more expressive, be free, add that into your toolkit. So similar to the Pikachu, early on in the art career, I went into just doing zoomed in studies to understand just certain areas of, like, okay, the hand and how it relates to the larger, body or torso, the arm. Just looking at those shapes and different, zoomed in details of this larger piece. Again, another thing you can add in. Just have some, cropped, zoomed in studies to your toolkit. Okay. What I wanted to share here was using the front and back and adding texture with, color pencil or hatching, getting a variety of line qualities. Then using the front and back just to design and experiment too. Earlier on, I would only use one page or one side of the watercolor paper or sketchbook paper. I think now I'm gonna be a little more free, be a little more expressive, and try and fill the page with experiments. This one, cut out things. So we'll go over again some cutting tools in the future, but this was as well a printout, and then adding different elements that are cut out, and then going over that with paint markers or something pastel, something like that, or color pencils, and then on the printout add some line work. Be more free and curious to just experiment, try different things. And so the last one is something that I think I'm gonna maybe go over and go a little bit further into, is this idea of using a single sheet. I think this is 22 by 30 watercolor paper. So it's 150 pounds. So it's not the thickest watercolor paper. It's just thick enough to where I can use it and I'm more comfortable with it. You get nice. The watercolor reacts very well on this paper. It's as well a professional watercolor paper brand, but again, you don't have to stick with that just starting out. You can just take the whole idea is this allows you to be more creative. This allows you to be more expressive and free, and that you can open it up similar to a traditional sketchbook, add trace paper on it, add different layers on it. You can try color pencil, marker. You can be very creative with this sketchbook. So similar to the Pikachu again, you can fold out, design a single sheet, or you can fold it out again and you can design a sheet this big, or you can just use the entirety of the 22 by 36 or 22 by 30 and just fill that up as a single art piece. So hopefully, again, this has helped you guys. You can add this to your toolkit. This type of sketchbook, these type of means of expressing your art. And for me, again, in the future, I want to do more in sketchbooks like this, and just be a little more free, a little more creative. Okay, so hopefully, again, that helps you guys. Again, I'm looking forward to doing more in this series of adding to your toolkit. Maybe go over maybe printing things and cutting them out. How do you cut them out? How do you print them? Maybe some different software, things like that I've come to use. Okay, and again, that's the idea, just to continue to add things to your toolkit. Okay, so once again, thank you guys again for stopping by. We'll try and add some more art, what I've been working on, trying to finish. We went over, I think last week was Valir, the Sea of Stars character. So we'll try and have finished painting. I couldn't let that go. I had to finish that one. And as well, we have a Greninja painting to finish. So tune into those and all the future updates remaining for this year. Okay, thanks again. Have a good one. We'll see you guys in the next